Hey friends, Tuxx here. It is time for part 4 of our Safari Limited Dragon series. In this particular video, we're going to be taking a look at this dragon right here that they sent me, which is the Chinese dragon. Let's go ahead and put our little dragon friends back a little bit here, and let's open this up and see what this is all about. Now, if you're not familiar with Safari Limited, they are a toy maker based out of Miami that make great toys, great sculpts of things, everything from dinosaurs to dragons to cats and dogs, you name it, they do it. And I highly recommend going over to safarilimited.com and you can check out their toys. And also they have a good presence on Facebook as well. And they love to see what their fans are actually doing with their toys. And so they have this whole initiative called How I Safari. And you can actually send them photos or little stories or whatever you want to share with them about what you enjoy about their toys, and that helps them like design new toys and figure out feedback on what people love about their toys too. So it's really great. Their toys can be found in toy stores and also sometimes like educational toy stores and online, so they're pretty easy to find. And actually these guys are super duper nice. They often go to a lot of the cons too, so don't be surprised maybe at some future con you go to if you actually see a booth set up with Safari Limited. So anyway, moving on to our dragon today. This is again the Chinese dragon, and a lot of people when they think of dragons, this is kind of like one of probably two things they think of, and it's the most common for like fairs and things. Oh wow, this one actually here, instead of a rubber band, this one has like a little hard plastic neck thing for his barcode. Let me go ahead and get a knife to chop this off. Okay, here we go. I'm gonna be very careful not to hurt my poor little dragon here. Let's see if we can cut this off gracefully. Come on, gracefully. There we go. Okay, so as you can see, this is the Crystal Blue Dragon, and again, from Safari Limited. So, very cool. There's a barcode in case you need to scan it or see it. You can pause that. Okay, so the dragon itself comes, I like the way they package them in like a little holder. And actually, sometimes I'll actually leave them in the holder, like the dragon back here. But you can just pop it off, and there you go. And this dragon you can see is very nice. Now Chinese dragons, if you're not real familiar with the different types of dragons, Chinese dragons are typically, I mean, it's a mythological creature, and it's definitely part of, Chinese folklore, and it usually represents power over water or typhoons and that kind of thing, hurricanes. And it's funny because right now there's this huge hurricane. I think it was 5 yesterday. I think now it downgraded to category 4, which still is a devastating storm, like just a little bit south of us here. So hopefully we don't get a hurricane. So later on next week, or a few days after the published date of this video, if you see I'm not publishing, it's probably because we're without power. Sometimes the island will lose power. I live in this little island, Key West, and when hurricanes come, sometimes we'll lose power. Now I believe the hurricane's not going to hit, but so I'm going to use the power of the Chinese dragon here to persuade the hurricane to miss Florida. We'll see if it holds true or not. But dragons are definitely part of, Chinese heritage, and even to this modern day when you see like different fairs and things like that, you'll often see like these elongated Chinese dragons. Now, Chinese dragons can take the form of like a frog or some other kind of thing, but typically they're more serpent-like. They're usually longer than, your traditional dragon that you see in movies like Lord of the Rings, that kind of thing. So that's more of like a British dragon, if you will. So anyway, very cool. Now the sculpt of this dragon is very nice, as you would suspect from Safari Limited. Very regal gold underside here. And one thing about Chinese dragons is like people of power and wealth typically would use dragons to kind of express their royal heritage and their power and to show like how cool they are essentially. So they'd have, dragon statues and dragon things around. And that's why dragons are so popular. And you can see this dragon here is definitely very regal with very nice looking gold all the way down the underside here, and even little gold claws and little tips here. So very pretty dragon. The tail has some gold, like little flaming, I don't know if I'm calling these like feathers, or I'll have to look into that. I'm gonna look into the thing of that. Now some dragons actually do have feathers, like the flower dragon, which by the way is not here. It is out in the flower field, so unfortunately we don't have flower dragon with us today. But some dragons, unlike your typical like scaly dragons, some dragons actually do have like fur or flowers, that kind of thing. And Safari Limited have a great new line of dragons coming out that you can see that have a lot of, besides the typical dragons, which are awesome, they have a lot of fun ones too, like peace dragon and love dragon and different types of dragons for different type of celebrations, if you will. So if you're into dragons, there is a dragon for every mood is what I'm trying to say. Now, one other thing I really love about this dragon, besides the cool translucent plastic they used for it, check out the detailing on the scales here. It's like silver, but there's little speckles of blue shining through, so it's like a nice royal blue translucent plastic covered in like a silver paint with maybe even a little black in there too. So very, very cool. Nice little detail touches, like the horns up here have a couple different tones of brown in there, which make it really nice. Eyes nice and red, white teeth, big tongue sticking out. It is ready to rock and roll like a dragon should. So anyway, guys, that is the Chinese dragon. Very, very cool. Now, if you're into dragons, you can find more online, of course, or if you have any question about dragons, I'd be happy to answer as best I can in the comments below, okay? So feel free to ask away if you will. And I want to thank you guys very much for subscribing. If you're new to the channel, be sure and subscribe. We do have a new giveaway coming up, and we're at about 4,900 subscribers, and I'm planning some special things at 5,000 too. So hopefully we can reach that milestone sometime before the end of the year, which is probably pretty likely. We'll see. But anyway, guys, I want to thank you for watching this video. Be sure and check out Tuxx Reviews, my review channel. I got lots of great videos going up over there. Be sure and check out Tuxx Toys on Facebook and on Instagram, Tuxx Reviews on Facebook and Instagram, and of course my beta channel, Gamer Tuxx. All right, guys. Thanks for checking out this dragon with me. I absolutely love this dragon, and it goes so nice with these other two. And Flower Dragon, I'm gonna bring Flower Dragon in from the flowers and get him right here in the center for later. Okay, talk to you soon, friends.